Sometimes as parents, we think it'll just work itself out. Just as long as we tell him, you gotta go to school, you gotta go to school, you gotta go to school. Somehow, miraculously, he's gonna wake up one morning and say, guess what, I have to go to school. So a lot of times, sadly, but it's true, their lack of attendance will then exacerbate into things like they will become a bully at school getting into fights because they want to be sent home. They no longer wish to be in that institution, so they will say, I'm better off at home, no matter if they're getting discipline points. The other thing they need to realize is that if their grades start falling tremendously, it's because they've given up. And so it's not that they're not smart enough to do it, but they don't want to do it, and so they quit. So what happens is it's a huge circle. The teacher then says, well, they can't do the work. They get low grades. Then someone else says, well, see, they obviously aren't smart enough to do the work, and all along they are. They're smart enough, they're brilliant actually, but they're either bored stiff in what they're doing, or they just simply don't see the relevance of it. And so it can get to the point where the whole family is affected because the parents are fighting every day to get their son or daughter to school. Then it becomes where a lot of dishonesty happens. They'll say they're going, like the young man that told his mother he was going, but he was really coming home. And so all this can be hopefully stopped before it gets started if you'll just recognize that once your son or daughter says, I don't want to go to school anymore, there's a reason. And we need to find out what that reason is and get them some help. And Carrot School of Learning can certainly address that.